Hello everyone, I am back. If you can't tell from my voice, of course, I start the new year, and I'm like, great, perfect, all these plans, all this schedule, everything is good. And then, ailment comes through my house, like a hurricane. Well, in New England, I guess. We get a lot of hurricanes. As you can tell, Nico is just fine. This little devil didn't catch it. But, yeah. My wife got sick, and I was taking care of her. And I was shocked because I hadn't gotten sick. And, for the last 24, almost 25 now, years of my life, I have always been the first person in the entire house that gets sick. And then it slowly wafts its way through everyone else except my dad. He's immune to all diseases, apparently. So yeah, Alex got it, and I didn't, and I was shocked. And then, like, 3 days later, the second she started getting better, I was dead. I was a corpse. So it's been slow, and as you can tell by my voice, it's still kind of hitting me, but I'm mostly better now. My hair is way too goddamn long. I haven't been able to shave. Nico is being a nuisance. But yeah. New Terraria update 1.4.5. We've been waiting actual years for this. For a not even a full point update. A point blank point update. I've always said... well, not always, but pretty much for the last 2 years, since they've kept adding more and more stuff, that this update should have just been changed to 1.5. Especially if they want it to be the final update. But here we are, Bigger and Boulder, which sounds like a Minecraft update, but I'm ready to see this. Just, sorry, I've kind of lost my voice a little bit, so if you find it, like, somewhere, please let me know. If you say you found it, and I find that you're lying to me, I will crush your balls. And if you're a girl, you will be forced to get bottom surgery, and then I will crush your balls. So, let's go into this trailer. Okay, audio's all good. Haven't recorded anything for like 2 weeks. Let's go. New character customizing menu. The new housing menu. Wait, whoa. Okay, well, 2 things. One, the more you know. Apparently, if you hit space when you're in OBS, it'll automatically stop and start the recording. So that's good to know. I thought I was in YouTube, and I hit space to pause it, and I was actually in OBS, and I hit space and ended the recording. The more you know. Okay, I wanted to go back and look at this housing menu because I don't think we've seen it in this much detail. There's this like dotted grid here. I'm a little bit curious about what that's exactly for because I see this one yellow dot here. That's interesting. There's icons here for door, light source, chair, and table. That I like that. This seems a lot more intuitive to explaining to people what they're supposed to be doing for housing. Whoa, that looks awesome. Oh, the new crafting menu. Is that new? Is that a meteor whip? Hold on. Anvil crafting. Craft from nearby chests. Star Crash. It's a new whip. They're adding so many new whip. I'm curious. Are they gonna? I know they've shown off a lot of stuff in the spoilers over the years for Summoner class, like a new whip progression with like evil biome whips and stuff, and that's all really cool. But I've always thought that the Ranger class was the worst, so I'm curious if they're doing anything to balance out that one. Maybe Mage a little bit. There's not a whole lot I think you'd need to do with Mage, but it could use just a little bit of tuning. But This seems very summoner focused, and I am happy because summoner is my favorite class. I think it's the most fun, and making it more balanced in the early game would make this game even greater than the greatest indie game of all time for me. Okay, so meteorite whip, that's awesome. They're showing the new throwing the lightsabers. That was a new dialogue menu, what the hell? Oh, you showed that for 1 millisecond. I will frame by frame this. What is that? What is that? What is that anime-ass profile picture looking thing? Okay, I know they talked about modifying the reforge system, so I'm pretty sure the way it's going to work now is when you reforge into the highest tier, like there's like 5 or something different variables you can reforge to increase the stats of it. And when you reforge into the highest tier one, it'll never leave that highest tier. It might change which one of that highest tier it is, depending on if it applies for multiple different highest tiers, which mostly would be accessories, I guess. But I'm pretty sure I saw that once you get it to the highest tier, it's locked to that highest tier now. So if you accidentally reforged again, you're not cycling back to a lower tier reforge, which is amazing. That'd be great. You also see on this little screenshot here the new lighting engine on these clouds. It looks fantastic. It's subtle in a very good way. New seed selector for the custom seeds with a custom skyblock seed. That's cool. Whoa, what kind of blocks are those? Are those harpy blocks? Over 100 combinations. For new boss tracks, right? There's a new boss track. I think now every boss has its own unique music track, which is awesome. Honestly, didn't even notice that they didn't already have that. Little ice bombs, that's cool. Very small thing. The new rat! I don't know if that one's new, but they're adding a whole bunch of new transformations and mounts and stuff. Terraria, Bigger and Boulder, January 27, 2026. Awesome. Oh, hey, that's my video. You should check that out if you haven't. Okay, that's the trailer. I'm pretty sure I also saw that this trailer was created by Chippy, so that's pretty cool. Good job, Chippy. I do always love seeing, especially Terraria, how they involve their content creators into their process. Is very big with Chippy because he's obviously like the biggest Terraria content creator, but it's just really cool that they're so involved with that kind of stuff. No, this update looks awesome. The only issue with this trailer is I would give it a 7 out of 7. I rate things on a scale of 1 through 7 because I think it's a much better number than 10. 10 gives you way too many variables because how do you define the difference between a 6 and a 7? I don't know. Don't you dare make that stupid-ass joke. Yeah, I would give this a 7 out of 7, but they didn't show the new dinosaur transformation, so 0 out of 7. Just don't even bother updating the game.